See, last session we discussed about inheritance. Under inheritance, we discussed single level inheritance. With that single level inheritance we discussed, as well as we also discussed about multi-level inheritance. Single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance. This example I shown you, multi-level. Which one? Customer class properties inherited to employee, properties inherited to bank manager. So several level of inheritance we discussed. That is called as multi-level. One class to one class is called as single level. More than one class presentation is called as a multi-level. So similarly, now I wanted to concentrate on multiple inheritance. Single level is supported by Java. Single level is supported by Java. Multi-level is supported. Hierarchical, nothing but this is also one single level. This combination is also one single level. Combination of single levels. So here combination of different types of inheritance is called as a hybrid inheritance. Now we wanted to concentrate one small question. In the interview round, they may ask the question, why Java does not support multiple inheritance? What is its solution? Now we wanted to concentrate multiple inheritance. Several super classes to one subclass logic we wanted to present. That point of view, one small code I am trying to write it. Try to see once. Suppose you have a more than one bank account is there. You have a more than one bank account is there. I wanted to concentrate over here. Try to see one small class. RBI class. RBI is a one class. RBI people wanted to access. RBI people wanted to access all your bank balances. They wanted to get your bank balances. Several bank accounts are there with you. They wanted to get your bank balance details. That point of view logic we are going to write. Started execution purpose RBI.java. Under RBI.java class, assume you have a HDFC bank account is there. Under HDFC bank, there is one field I am going to taking, double balance. Double your bank balance of that bank amount is, understand, some value. Bank balance. HDFC. One more bank is there. ICICI. ICICI bank. Under ICICI bank also. ICICI bank also. There is a balance is there. Some balance is going to be showing for ICICI bank. Similarly, one more bank is also there. Some bank name is SBI bank. There is also some balance is there. This is so super class. HDFC is a one class. ICICI is a one class. SBI is a one class. RBI people wanted to get the properties from those classes. So you wanted to use extends. I wanted to access the properties of HDFC. So single level inheritance working. But now not only HDFC onwards they wanted to retrieve the data. ICICI onwards also they wanted to retrieve the data. Similarly, they wanted to retrieve the data from SBI. See once, without this line, no error is there previously, but you writing this line of code. When you writing this line of code, you find error. What is the error? Try to observe. What is the error you are going to getting over here? Syntax error. 10 is on token SBI. What it is clearly saying that this line of coding is not supported. This line of code is raising the syntactical error. You have a doubt, sir, why it is not going to be supporting? Observe once, RBI wanted to access balance variable. When you try to access the balance variable, balance is available with SBI class. So it can be accessed SBI properties as well as ICICI properties as well as HDFC properties also. Multiple classes properties can be accessible. It is expecting balance. Balance is available with 3 classes. That's why it raising the ambiguity. Confusion is there with programming. Sir, instead of that one, I try to take it as a balance 1, balance 2, balance 3. Even though I am writing look like this one, there is a possibility of ambiguity. Possibility of ambiguity. Due to that reason, Java does not support multiple inheritance. Several superclasses. Understand? Superclass. RBI is a RBI is a class. RBI can get the properties of SBI, ICICI, HDFC. Three classes. Understand? There is a one common property is there with these three classes. You wanted to access this X variable or balance variable making the ambiguity in programming. Due to that reason, multiple inheritance is not supported. Sir, if it is not supporting, what is the solution, sir? Java does not support multiple inheritance. Several superclasses to one subclass is not supported. But now you observe, instead of class, I am trying to replacing interface. In the place of class, I am trying to replacing interface. Interface. Interface SBI. Now I wanted to use subclass. Previously class. Which keyword? Extends. Now I am using interface. Implements. Implements HDFC. Observe. When we trying to use extends from several super classes to one subclass, not supported. But what is going to be supporting? From several interfaces. You try, observe here. We're trying to write this line of clause. I try to access the properties from different classes to one subclass. This type of logic we tried, not supported. But instead of that one, we're trying now with this type of logic. From multiple super classes to multiple interfaces to one subclass. Multiple interfaces to one subclass. We're trying to doing, supporting or not supporting. Java does not support multiple inheritance because of it's having the ambiguity in programming. Avoid the ambiguity in programming, he uses multiple interface. From several interfaces, we can access one class property. Now I wanted to check, RBI people wanted to retrieve the total balance. That point of view, they're taking void total balance info, one method. Total balance information method. In this total balance information method, they wanted to calculate the all balance, EOT is equals to, I wanted to access the balance 1 plus balance 1. Cursor immediately goes to HDFC and get it. Balance 2. Cursor immediately goes to ICICI and get it. Balance 3. Cursor immediately goes to SBI and get it. After getting that one, just calculation done, printing. Calculation done, printing. System.out.println. Total balance is equals to, I already calculated that one, plus EOT. Total balance is equals to plus EOT. We're trying to doing this process. After making that one, started execution from main method, making RBI static to non-static. RBI R is equals to new RBI. RBI R is equals to new RBI. R dot, there is a method name I wanted to calculate, total balance info method. Started execution. When you doing this one, cursor going over here, this method executing. This method is going to be retrieving the properties from several interfaces. Try to observe once. You're getting the whole bank balances of all banks. Suppose, sir, you take in here balance 1, balance 2, balance 3. But instead of that one, HDFC people declare it as a balance. ICICI people are declared it as a balance. Now you find SBI people also declare it as a balance. Previously, balance 1, balance 2, balance 3 is there. But now you find balance, balance, balance. Observe, keeping the cursor over here, field balance is ambiguous. Confusion is there. Field balance is ambiguous. Here I have a confusion is there. To avoid the confusion, better to use interface reference. If you wanted balance, go to SBI, SBI dot balance. Similarly, if you wanted balance, go to HDFC dot balance. Similarly, you wanted to get the balance, ICICI dot balance. Retrieve the balance from ICICI. So this is the procedure. What we done? Several super classes we tried. Look like this one, not supported. When I'm taking this as a class, not supported. But when I'm taking that as a interface, that is going to be supported. Java does not support multiple inheritance. It's going to be supports multiple interfaces. Several super classes to one subclass is not supported. Several interfaces to one subclass is supported. Till now, you have a knowledge about class, but you don't know the knowledge about interface. Now we will going to discuss what is interface, how to work with the interface we wanted to concentrate. Is it clear, Abhijit?
Yes, I, it's clear. Actually, this was the only confusion that if the values are same. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's just like SQL, right? The ambiguity if you are calling up a
Yes,
particular
yes,
table,
yes.
right? So it's the same thing.
Right.
Continue.
Now we wanted to concentrate. What is this interface? Still, we worked about class. What is class? What is class? Contains everything. You have a knowledge about class. But now I am using the new terminology, interface. What is an interface? I wanted to concentrate. What is an interface? Where we using this type of real-time case study? I wanted to concentrate. Assume I know, I know only Telugu language, understandability purpose. I know only Telugu language. You know only Hindi language. I know only Telugu language. You know only Hindi language. Whatever I am speaking in Telugu, you are unable to understand. Whatever you are speaking in Hindi, I am unable to understand. So what we doing generally? One mediator we are going to take. One mediator we are going to take. That mediator is nothing but interface. So whatever the terminology I'm using in Telugu, that is going to be translated into Hindi language. Not only Hindi, one more person is there. He wanted in a other language. You don't know the Hindi, you know the English only. Understandability purpose, I'm speaking in Telugu. Whatever I'm speaking, I wanted to interact. So here, I knows only Telugu. In Telugu, I'm going to speak. You knows only Hindi, assume. You knows only Hindi. Somebody knows only English. Only English. So what we have to do? Translation procedure we want to do. So I am speaking in Telugu, that may be translated to. Telugu is going to be translated. If you asking in Hindi, translation done to Hindi. Asking into English, translation done to this one. This one mediator. Interface is a mediator. Interface is a mediator. So what is this interface? How to work with this interface concept with Java? Where we implementing this one? Understandability purpose. Interface. Only methods are there. Previously you seen some methods. You find this method, method. Previous examples also I written several methods in programming. Previous example also I written several methods in programming. Methods demo or something. This program you find. Here you find in this programming, I'm taking M1 method, instance method, static method, instance block, static block, several types of constructors, everything I written. So while you taking this method, observe the method. Method contains header part is there, body part is there, return statement based on the requirement, return statement also there. Previously we written the methods. Method having header, body, everything is called as a concrete method. But now, instead of taking the concrete method, I wanted to use one terminology, abstract method. So what is the difference between concrete method and abstract method? I will go to show you. Void M1 method. Heading of the method. Heading of the method, as well as I am writing several lines of code for body of the method. In this method, heading is there, body is also there. This is called as a concrete method. Concrete method is a method which having method header and body. Example for concrete methods: instance methods, static methods, instance blocks, static blocks, body part is there. But now instead of writing look like this one, I'm writing void M1. wide M1. This is called as abstract method. This type of method is called as a concrete method. This type of method is called as a abstract method. What is this abstract method? Abstract method is a method. Abstract method is a method which having only method header. Body part is presented under subclass. Which having only method header. Body part is presented under subclass. What is this method header? What is this body part? We wanted to concentrate. So how the interface is going to be working? We wanted to concentrate. Interface contains 0 or more abstract methods only. Class contains concrete methods. Concrete method means heading and body part is there. Interface contains only abstract methods. Abstract method is a method which having the only header, no logic is presented. Logic part is presented under subclass. Just I shown you this example, the translation example. Understandability purpose. I'm going to speaking some words. I wanted to translate into that words into the related information. For that purpose, I'm going to taking one mediator. Whatever the word I'm speaking, so is going to be presenting nothing. Some person asked in that language presentation. Similarly, one more case study also we wanted to discuss what we using real time. Generally, we use as ATM, banking sector application. I wanted to give ATM. Customers are going to be going to ATM. After customers are going to ATM, what they are doing? They are going to doing some transaction. Suppose you have 3 ATM cards are there with you. So you wanted to make the transaction of those 3 ATM cards. Understand, you have a HDFC ATM is there, ICICI ATM is there, SBI ATM is also different ATMs are there. Now I wanted to access those things, how to work it. You are going to ATM, nearest ATM which is there, you are going over there. Class 8 interface ATM. Suppose you inserted SBI card. So your application redirected to SBI server. Bank transactions, amount transactions done from that. Suppose you went to HDFC Bank ATM, but you try to access SBI card. Possible or not possible? Possible. Why? Because ATM is an interface. Nothing logic. It is a mediator. When you inserted your card, automatically connectivity established to SBI server. Transactions are done from SBI. Suppose you went to that ATM, HDFC ATM, trying to inserting HDFC card, trying to inserting SBI card, trying to inserting other card. Transactions, the related ATM is contains nothing logic. Logic part is everything is available with that particular bank server. So from that server only transaction is done. So this logic I wanted to present with interface. If you wanted to work with interface, 0 or more abstract methods. Interface contains 0 or more abstract methods. It supports only constants. Supports only constants by default. Even though you not declared also, by default they are public static final type. By default they are public static final type. So what is this one? What is this public static final type? We wanted to concentrate. Suppose you are going to writing previous example, you written interface interface, this one you written. Interface HDFC you written. While even though you writing look like this one, as on your knowledge, this is a variable, but as on interface knowledge, you're writing the code is look like this one. When you compile this code, internally Java generates public static final. Public static final. Even though you not declare anything, by default, it is public static final. Nothing but it's treated that as not a variable. Class side, you writing that code, treated as a variable. If it is a variable, allows modification. But it's the interface side. Interface by default, public static final type. Public static final type. By default, that is a final type only. That's why what it is going to be doing, it's going to be treating as a by default constant only. Interface supports only constant. Interface supports only constant. So how to work with this logic, we wanted to concentrate. What is the syntax we have to apply for the interface? Different versions of Java, different syntaxes are come to existence up to JDK 1.7 version. Syntax for that one, up to JDK 1.7 version. Interface supports only abstract methods. Interface name. Interface name. It supports only constants as well as abstract methods. Up to JDK 1.7. From 1.8 version, some modifications are come to existence. From JDK 1.8 version, some modifications are come to existence. Interface name, constants, abstract methods, as well as default methods. One concept newly added, default methods, as well as static methods support. Static methods as well as default methods support, which is come to existence from 1.8 version. Similarly, from JDK 1.9 version, one more new feature is also added. That feature is private methods, private interface methods. Private interface methods up to JDK 1.8 static, up to 7. Up to 7, this 2 only supported. From 8, these are going to be added. From 9, this feature is going to be added. Interface name, it supports only constants and as well as abstract methods. From 8 version, default methods are going to be added. Static methods also going to be added. Similarly, from 9 version, private interface methods are going to be added. Now we wanted to discuss one by one how to work with this one. So before that one, I wanted to give some brief points related to interface. Interface contains 0 or more abstract methods. By default, they are. So this is the syntaxes. JDK 1.7 syntax, 8 syntax, 9 syntax. 8 default methods and static methods. 9 private methods are going to be added. So this example I wanted to concentrate. So how to work with this one, how to make the transactions of that one, we wanted to do this one. This one point I wanted to give. By default, it is public static final type. So it supports abstract methods. Abstract methods by default, that is also treated as a abstract. By default, that is also treated as a abstract. What I'm saying that even though you're writing the code is look like this one. Suppose you are writing the code is look like this one. Interface HDFC or interface ATM you are writing. ATM is a interface you are going to writing. There one method you are writing void withdraw. Void withdraw method you taking. In that withdraw method, you writing the code is look like this one. when you compiling internally, by default, if you're not mentioned also, it's treated as public fine abstract type. By default, interface methods are, even though not mentioned also, treated as a public abstract type. You are writing the code is look like this one. When you compiling this code, programmer written code, internally generated code, public abstract type is going to be generated. Now we wanted to concentrate on this case study, how the case study is going to be work. ATM interface we wanted to do. What is a make the process of that one we wanted to do. Generally we goes to ATM. In the ATM we make the several transactions. In the ATM we are going to making the several transactions. How that logic is going to be working, try to observe once. Try to taking one class. Interface demo. New class name I am going to taking as a first. Instead of taking that one, how to work with interface you wanted to work, there is a steps are going to be involved. First, creation of interface. Step 1, creation of interface. Step 2, writing up one or more subclasses. And then we have to work with this one. That point of view, case study I am going to writing. So here I plan to create one separate package to demonstrate. Otherwise, okay. The RBI I am going to remove it. All right. Here I created one new package for your application, today's application. Com.interface demonstration. New class. First, step 1 I wanted to do creation of interface. Step 1 this is interface. Step 2 this is. Step 3 this is. First step I am going to do. What is the procedure to make the transactions in this one? Right click, new. Previously you taken class, but now you take the interface. Interface name. ATM is a interface. ATM is a interface. Click on finish button. Interface name is come to existence. Through ATM, what is the transactions I can go through? Example purpose, wide withdraw. Wide withdraw process I can go through. Through ATM, withdraw is possible. Through ATM, wide balance info. Balance information checking is possible. I can go to ATM, withdraw my cash is possible. Balance checking is possible. So similarly, wide pin change. Pin change is possible. Wide pin change is also possible. Similarly, several things. Pin change is possible. Balance checking is possible. Wide Aadhaar link. Through the ATM, I can make the Aadhaar linking process also possible, right? How many methods you wanted, you take it. Interface contains 0 or more abstract methods. You're writing the code. Public, this is a code you written. By default, they are, even though you're writing the code is look like this one. Even though you're writing the code is look like this one, when I'm compiling this program, I written the code is look like this one. After making compilation of this program, what is the code is internally generated. Public abstract additionally added to everywhere. Yeah, additionally added with public abstract wide withdraw. Public abstract wide balance. Public abstract wide pin change. Public abstract Aadhaar link. This is a procedure is going to be happening. By default, that is public abstract type methods are. Now we wanted to concentrate. Step 1, how many methods you wanted, you can present. Contains 0 or more abstract methods. Here I taken, how many methods I taken? 4 methods I taken. Step 1 process is going to be complete. Under step 1, creation of interface with 0 or more abstract. Step 2, I wanted to do. Suppose you inserted SBI card. You went to any of the ATM, inserted SBI card. Card transactions are done from SBI. Inserted ICICI, card transactions are done from that one. That's why you have to write the multiple subclasses. One interface, multiple subclasses logic we wanted to do. That point of view, writing the logic. Try to observe one. Class interface. Step 2. Right click over in your package, new class. New class. SBI is a one class, but SBI is a subclass for which interface? ATM interface. Previously, just you mentioned the class name, main method you wanted, you click. But now you wanted to become your class as a subclass. Go to super class. Here you find super class. Here you find interface. You wanted to work with inheritance, you take the super class. But now I wanted to work with interface. Select this interface point of view. Go to add button. Select that interface name is ATM is a interface. ATM is a interface. Add OK. Click on finish. Similarly, you make it tick mark. Inherited abstract method. Whatever the interface contains methods are there, you must present those methods logic with your program. You must present methods logic with your program. Try to click on finish. Once automatically class SBI implements ATM. Class SBI implements ATM. Through SBI, observe this one, overridden. What is this overridden? We are going to discuss. So here it's going to be creating withdraw method, where balance info method, pin change method, Aadhaar link method. In this one, there is a 4 methods are there. 4 methods are there. You must present those 4 methods in your subclass. You must present logic. Here there is no logic is presented. No logic. Only heading parts are there. You must present those methods body part here. You must present those methods body part here. That point of view, writing some logic. So before going to do the withdraw process, generally we have to make the validation process. Wanted to make the validation process. That purpose I am additionally writing some methods. Void validate. Void validate method. In that validate method, what we doing? Try to observe. Generally, you wanted to validate your PIN number. After PIN number validation only, you can access the withdraw and balance information. Everything is possible. Import java dot util dot. Either you can use a scanner. Java dot util dot scanner. Dynamical input. Plus, here I wanted to use the scanner syntax. Scanner SC is equals to new scanner of system dot in. Next, validate method. Without enter your PIN number. Enter your PIN number. You goes to ATM, enter your PIN number. PIN number, mostly integer type of data. Int PIN number is equals to SC dot next int method. SC dot next int method. If your PIN number is correct, cross check. If PIN number double equals to, as on your record PIN number is 1234. As on your required PIN number 1234, it's going to be continued. Without PIN validated successfully. invalidated, one message. Everything is fine, one message. Suppose it's failed. Else part, invalid PIN number. If it is a invalid, I don't want it to continue. I wanted to quit the application. System.out.println, invalid PIN number. Invalid PIN number. Similarly, just I plan to take one constructor also in this example. SBI constructor. Class name is SBI. Constructor is also SBI. This out just one statement. Decoration part. Welcome to SBI ATM, SBI bank or SBI server or SBI account. This constructor. This is a constructor I am going to take in scanner S capital. Try to observe. Started. Here I plan to write the with validate method. Plan to write the validate method. If PIN number is correct, you enter, everything is fine. Invalid, no more continuation. I wanted to quit it. System dot exit method, termination of the program. Exit of 0. Termination of the application purpose. System dot exit of 0. Try to observe once. Started. We started execution. We goes to ATM. Generally, we click on withdraw button. Before making the withdraw, what is the procedure is going to be happening? This is going to be happening with a validation process. Validate. Observe once. Present class. Here I am going to started. You coming to this one and click on withdraw. Withdraw internally calling with validate method. Withdraw internally calling with validate method. Cursor coming to validate method. Validation of PIN number. Validation of PIN number is going to be happening. After that one, you wanted to make the remaining transaction. Remaining transaction. Sys out. How much amount you wanted to withdraw? How much amount you wanted to withdraw? Enter amount you wanted to withdraw. Ask it. How much amount you wanted to withdraw? It's going to be asked. So you have to enter some amount. You have to enter some amount. So that's why I'm declaring one variable, global type of variable, everywhere can be accessible. Int amount. Initial amount value is 0.0 value. Initial value is 0. Otherwise, you directly default value it's going to be taken. Amount is equals to dynamically entering SC dot next int. After amount entering, it's going to be cross checking. After amount entering, it's going to be cross checking. Observe, there is initially some balance is also available with your account. Balance, double balance is equals to, understand, some initial balance your account. Balance, right? If first you are going to ATM, inserting the card, it's asking to validate, going to validation process done. After validation, everything is fine, continued, asking you to enter the amount you wanted to withdraw. After that one, cross checking, your account contains 5,000, you try to withdraw 15,000, not possible. That's why you must cross check amount less than or equals to balance. Less than or equals to balance. If sufficient amount is there to withdraw, then it is allowing. Immediately your amount is going to be deducted. Balance is updated. Balance minus amount. Balance minus amount. One message is going to be getting to you. Sys out and out.println. Collect the cash. Collect the cash and showing how much you wanted to collect the cash. How much you wanted to collect the cash also you wanted to show it. Suppose sufficient funds are not there. Else, is out insufficient amount. Insufficient amount to process. Insufficient amount to process. So there is a thing. Generally, what are you thinking? If a transaction is done, they're expecting to view the balance. We're expecting to view the balance. That's why sys out present balance. Present balance is equals to plus balance variable. Present balance is equals to balance variable. You see this method, balance info method. Balance info method. So before going to making the balance information, you are going to doing this process. So what you have to do? Balance info method. Present balance is going to be showing. When it's showing, when you done the transaction, after doing the transaction, expecting to show the balance. Balance info method. Show the balance. That's why you are going to calling this method. Observe. Balance info method. Writing once. Calling for once. So here also insufficient balance also. Expecting to show the balance. Method. We are going to writing once. Reusing for multiple times. Logic of method we writing once only. Based on my requirements. N number of times we can call the method. Similarly, this is a thing. Till now, here I presented this method logic I written, this method logic I written. Similarly, we wanted to concentrate one more method also. Similarly, we wanted to concentrate one more method also. Still I written the method for withdraw process, written the logic for balance information process, pin change process. Pin change process. If you wanted to make the pin change in your application, what is the procedure? Generally, it's asking previous pin number, present pin number, previous pin number is going to be asking, validating that pin number. If pin number is correct, if you enter the pin number is correct, it's going to be updating the pin number. So that point of view logic I wanted to write. So here one small change I wanted, initial pin number. Into pin number 1 is equals to, as on records pin number. As on records pin number. Here do one thing, instead of changing this one. Pin number 1. Pin number 1. Otherwise, you change it as a pin number 1. Change this as a pin number. Fine. As on records, my pin number is this is. I wanted to update my pin number. I wanted to update my pin number. That point of view logic. First, to go to ATM. You wanted to change the pin number. What you have to do? Click on that pin number. Click on that logic. After that one, first you wanted to validate. You enter your pin number, validate. No need to write the code. Already that code is there. Validation process, that code is there. We are writing this method once, calling this method for n number of times. Before whatever the transaction you're doing, before transaction you must call it validate method. My old pin number validation is done. After that one is asking, sys out, enter new pin number. Enter new pin number. Is asking to the new pin number. Enter pin number 2 is equals to SC dot next int. Goes to ATM. So first validated. Your old pin number cross checking is done. If it is fine, asking new pin number. Similarly, it's asking new pin number for twice. It's asking new pin number for twice. Re-enter new pin number. Asking first, re-enter new pin number. If both are same, if both are same, what we have to do? We have to validate the new pin number we wanted to update. If both are same, we have to cross check whatever first time you enter. Pin number 2 double equals to pin number 3. 2 times you are entering. If both are same, you enter correctly. What is generally doing? Expecting one OTP process. Before process, expecting one OTP. This dot generate OTP method. Generate OTP method. Till now this method is not there. Till now this method is not there. That's why I have to write one more method, void generate OTP method. Generate OTP. You know very well, OTP stands for one-time password. How to generate the OTP? We wanted to concentrate very single line of code. I am not writing much line of code. but I wanted to declare OTP as a global type. Why? Because I wanted to use in entire methods into OTP, declared as a global, everywhere I can use it. If you wanted to create the OTP, OTP is equals to, here there is a one class, math class built in with Java, math dot random method, which is randomly pick one number between 0 to 1. Only number between 0 to 1 means 0 point some value is going to be getting. But that value is in the floating point. I am unable to type it in the floating point. So it's getting 0 as a OTP. But instead of that one, I wanted 4-digit OTP. Not clearly saying that randomly pick one number between 0 to this number range. Randomly pick one number between 0 to the number range. Math dot random. Here we getting the error because of it's generating the output as a double type. Generating the output as a double type. Keep the cursor over there. What is the error it's going to be showing? What is the solution it's going to be showing? Change OTP to double. But if you're getting the double OTP complex to enter, expecting the OTP as an integer only, expecting casting operation. So this line of code generating the OTP as a double type of data means like 1024.01256 look like this one. But that much of number entry is complex. That's why I wanted to round figure to integer. Cast operation. Math dot random is a method which is generating randomly picking one number between 0 to this range. So whatever the number it's going to be picking, floating point type of data, floating point of type of data I've converted to integer type of data. Try to observe. Integer type of data. After doing that one, after doing this one, just I wanted to print this out. Generated OTP. Generated OTP is equals to plus OTP. Generated OTP is equals to plus OTP. Pin change you wanted to do, this is started. First, wanted to pin change. Old pin number validation is done. Asking the re-enter 2 times for the new pin number. If 2 times you enter the pin number correctly, it's going to be doing the continuation process. Suppose you enter wrong pin numbers twice, else part. This if block related else block. Else part. This is out. Invalid new pin numbers. Or new pin numbers are not matched. New pin numbers are not matched. Due to that reason, unable to continue. Close that one. Suppose new pin numbers are matched, OTP done. After OTP getting, it's asking you to enter the OTP. So, enter OTP you got. Enter OTP you got. You have to enter that OTP. Int OTP1 is equals to SC dot next int method. Entering the OTP. After entering the OTP, re-cross check if OTP as on records, as on your entry, both are matching. There is some logic we have to write. If not matching, related else block is out. Invalid OTP you enter. Invalid OTP you enter. Invalid OTP you enter. This is the procedure. This is a procedure you are going to do. So if valid OTP you enter, what is the procedure? You have to change the old pin number to new pin number. Pin number is equals to pin number 2 or 3, both are same only, anything you can assign. What happened? Old pin number replaced with new one, showing the message as. So pin changed successfully. Pin changed successfully. One message is going to be getting. Pin changed successfully. One message is going to be getting. Till now, so till we return. What is the procedure? First, I created ATM interface. Under ATM interface, one or more abstract classes. Those abstract classes methods we are presenting. I presented the which method? Withdraw method logic, balancing query method logic, as well as this one, pin change method logic. Similarly, you write the Aadhaar linking. One statement I am going to write this out. Aadhaar link, linked successfully. Write the logic. Asking to enter the Aadhaar number, validating the Aadhaar number. If everything is fine, linked successfully. Otherwise, rejected due to invalid Aadhaar number or something. Logic part you can. Till now, step 1 procedure. What is the step 1 procedure? This is creation of interface is finished. One implementation class. Till now, I written the only one implementation class. Apart from one implementation class, I wanted to write several implementation classes. Several implementation classes I wanted to do. One implementation only done. Similarly, I wanted to create one more implementation class is called as HDFC class. Like n number of several you can write. Example purpose only I am writing one more also. One interface, several implementation classes. New class, HDFC you select it. There you select interface, ATM interface, inherit abstract methods, click on inherit abstract methods, click on finish. Almost here is also logic also almost similar. There is also logic is almost similar over there, but there is some changes based on the bank. Logics they are going to write. Logics they are going to writing. Here I am changing this part of logic with some different logic. Understandability purpose, some changes. Scanner. So this is common. This line of code is also common. Scanner. Here what is the class name? As HDFC. Welcome to HDFC server. Or HDFC bank, you can take it. Validation almost same. But here you find the pin number is 3698. 3698 is a pin number. There is a different pin number. Pin number 3698. The initial balance over here with 15,000. HDFC validation almost same procedure, maybe based on banks. Suppose SBI people wanted OTP, but these people don't wanted OTP. These people don't wanted to generate the OTP. I don't wanted this line of logic. I don't want it. Maybe depends on the banks. The process is different. Pin number is matched. Pin number is matched. What is the procedure? If pin number is matched, what is the procedure? Not matched, what is the procedure? Observe different logics. They don't wanted OTP generation process. Pin numbers are matched, they are updating. Depends on the bank, different type of logic. Try to observe. Till now, I done this part. Step 1. What is the step 1 I done? Created interface. Step 2. Writing of one or more subclasses. SBI class I written, HDFC class also I written. Similarly, third step I wanted to do. What is the third step? Main method. Step 1, step 2, step 3 I wanted to do with the help of main method. That point of view writing the logic, your implementation class. One interface, multiple implementation classes. Main method to access. Class, customer. Class started, customer started, or bank customer started. Main method. Customer started, main method. In the main method, system.out.println started execution. Just understandability purpose, one menu is coming to you. One menu is coming to you. In that menu, you have to select one item. Welcome to ATM. Welcome to ATM. One menu is coming to you. Just statements. Several statements. One for withdraw. You selected 1 for withdraw. 1 for withdraw. 2 for balance info. 2 for balance info. 3 for similarly pin change. Not only pin change, transfer is also possible nowadays. Deposit is also possible. Ever n number of things. 4 for Aadhaar link. Statements editor executing up to this part. I will modify the code. Started execution. It goes to ATM showing look like this one. Which option you wanted to select? Which option you wanted to select? It's going to be asking you. So enter your choice. Enter your choice. You have to enter your choice. Int choice. Int choice is equals to sc dot next int. But I not written the scanner. That's why next int. I have to write the logic for scanner. I have to write the logic for scanner. Scanner syntax. Scanner sc is equals to new scanner of system dot in. Pre-requirement for this line of code. Import java dot util dot scanner. Pre-requirement for this line of code. Import java dot util dot scanner. After doing this one, started step 1 part execution. So try to check up to this line. We have to continue the code showing enter your choice. Suppose my choice is 1. My choice is 1. So then cursor is going to be redirected to 1. My choice is 1. Cursor is going to be redirected to that. So suppose you plan to do the transaction from SBI. You plan to do the transaction from SBI, or you wanted to do the transaction from HDFC, you have to access it. One star mark and wanted to do one thing. We cannot create object. Suppose you taking the class ABC, you can create the object for ABC. If you created object through object, you can access the properties. But if you taking the, if you trying to creating the interface object is not possible. But what is possible? It's a subclass reference. We cannot create object for interface, but we can process. Previously, if it is a class, you written the code is look like this one. ATM C1 is equals to new ATM. If it is a class supported, but now it's not a class, it's an interface. Suppose you inserted SBI card. Reference goes to SBI card and do it. Why? Because observe, nothing logic is here. Customer coming, goes to ATM, inserted SBI, cursor redirected to SBI. There is inside here only method headers, no logic. Logic is presented. That's why we giving the reference for that. We cannot create object, we passes reference. C1. So after your choice, try to observe once. After your choice, you selected choice 1. What is the choice 1? So what we have to do? Goes to SBI server, transaction of withdraw process. Transaction of withdraw process. That point of view, C1 dot, selected 1, conditions, which case I wanted to apply. Which case I wanted to apply, that point of view, switch. Switch condition. Switch choice is my condition. Switch choice. Suppose you may select any of them. Case I wanted to apply. If you entered 1, case 1 colon. If you entered 1, what is the procedure has to be happening? 1 stands for which one? Withdraw. So we wanted to do already reference C1 dot withdraw method. C1 dot withdraw method. After that one, break. After that one, break process. After that one, similarly, I wanted to access case 1. 1 you selected withdraw process. 2 you selected balance inquiry process. 3 you selected another process. case 2, case 3, case 4, multiple cases. Case 1, withdraw. Case 2, what we have to do? Balance inquiry we wanted to do. C1 dot balance info method. Similarly, case 3, you selected 3. 3 stands for some other logic. C1 dot 3 for pin change process item. Next, case 4, C1 dot, what is another thing we wanted to present? Balance inquiry. Last one, Aadhaar link. C1 dot Aadhaar link method. The procedure. So remaining cases also you can write exit method. Also we can write what is the logic you wanted. You can do the complete logic of that. Try to see once. Execution started. Main method. Enter your choice. You selected SBI card. Enter your choice. I wanted to make the withdraw. Process. It's asking me to enter the PIN number. As on my record, some PIN number is there. I enter. PIN validated successfully. I wanted to withdraw some cash. 5,500 I wanted to withdraw. Collect cash. Showing the message as a collect cash 5,500. Present balance also showing and terminate. So similarly, not only one time, sir, I wanted to continuously do this process. PIN change and do this process. That point of view I am taking. This line global I require. Here I wanted to use it locally. Small change. Similarly, this line of code is also global I require. This line of code also global I require. This part is I wanted to continuously perform. Do statement or statements. Do statement or statements. End that with while. Continuous process. After completing, again cursor coming to main screen. While choice is less than or equals to less than 5. Choice is less than 5, it's going to be continue. When choice is greater than 5, if you enter the more than 5 element, that is going to be quit. Try to see once. Execution. Started execution from main method. Goes to ATM myself. So showing the welcome screen. Generally, my choice. Suppose I wanted to make the withdraw. My choice is enter your PIN number. 1, 2, 3, 5. Suppose I enter the wrong PIN number. Okay. Invalid PIN number and terminate. Suppose I am entering the correct PIN number. 1 is my choice. I wanted to make the withdraw. Asking me to enter the PIN number. I enter the PIN number. Enter amount you wanted to withdraw. My balance is something. As on SBI, some balance is there. I try to making some balance. I trying to do the transaction of 50, maybe 75,000 is there. Making the 15,000 transaction. 15,000. Collected 15,000. 17,000 minus 15,000. 60,000 is going to be showing. So after that one, again coming to screen, main screen. Now I wanted to check my PIN change process. I wanted to do the PIN change process. Enter your PIN number. Old PIN number I entered. PIN validated. New PIN number 4567. 4567. 2 times right PIN number. Asking me to enter the OTP. I got the OTP is 44988. Enter the OTP. So now with the PIN change is done. PIN change is done. After PIN change, again I wanted to make the withdraw. Trying to enter the old PIN number. Old PIN number, this is. But I modified the new PIN number. Which is affected, which is not affected, try to optimize. Old PIN number I entered after changing. Showing invalid enter. The continuation process. Now, transaction, if I selected this one, which one I selected? SBI selected. Due to that reason, transactions are going to be happening with SBI server. But sir, I am not interested with SBI, sir. I plan to insert with HDFC. Here you take HDFC. When you given the reference as a SBI, transactions are going to be done with SBI server. So instead of that one, you plan to withdraw the amount from HDFC. HDFC. See once. Previously shows the logic as welcome to SBI server. Previously show the logic as a SBI server. Why? Because I taken the reference as a SBI. But now you observe, I've taken the reference as a HDFC server. HDFC, I wanted to make the Aadhaar link process. Just showing as a link successfully. Now I wanted to make the withdraw process. Withdraw process. What is the PIN number I given? 3698. 3698. 3698. Right? So when validated, how much amount you wanted to withdraw? I plan to withdraw 85,000, showing as a insufficient balance. Why? Because my balance is 15,000. I try to make the 18,000 transaction, 85,000 transaction, not going to be sufficient. So this is a logic we are applying. This is a logic we are applying for interface. Interface contains 0 or more abstract methods. These methods logics are presented under subclass. These methods logics are presented under subclass. This is the concept of interface. How to create the interface. You wanted to work with interface. Step 1, you have to create the interface. Step 2, writing of several subclasses. Writing of several subclasses. In those subclasses, you must present the logic. Whatever the methods are there, you present the logic here, present the logic here, present the logic here. This is a way we are going to working with interface concept. Interface steps. What is the step 1? Creation of interface with 0 or more abstract methods. Present those methods in the subclasses. Logics you must present it in the subclass. Based on your reference, the particular method logics are going to be executed. This is a concept of interface. How to create the interface, how to access the interface concept till we discussed about interface concept.